Hi, I'm Yuri.
I'm Carmen.
Han.
Hi, I'm Eileen.
Nikki.
Stacy.
I'm Angela. Tati.
And hi, I'm Teresa. I'm going to do my persuasive speech, and I'm doing it on why it's important to brush and floss. So many of us know that cliche that the eyes are the window to the soul. Well, in essence, the mouth is the window to our overall health. We know the basic importance on why we should brush and floss our teeth, to stop those bad cavities that lead to those painful root canals, bad breath, or gum disease, which is also called periodontal disease. But there are a few that really understand how brushing and flossing can stop havoc elsewhere in the body. That in actuality, the terms oral health and general health are synonymous and shouldn't be looked at as two separate entities. Every year, thousands of dollars are spent trying to prevent cardiovascular disease. Think about all those people that spend money on those fitness machines, natural remedies, healthy cookbooks, all trying to prevent it. Now, the American Academy of Periodontology has stated that people who have periodontal disease are 2 times the risk of having heart disease. So what these studies are saying is that humble toothbrush sitting in your bathroom sink and that piece of floss is a weapon against heart attacks, strokes, and other heart diseases. It has been found that those common problems in the mouth, like missing teeth, inflammation of the gums, and cavities, were just as good as cholesterol levels in predicting heart disease. Now, numerous studies that have been done show that people who have higher blood levels of certain causing bacteria in their mouth are more likely to have clogging of the carotid arteries, which is termed atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis occurs when deposits and other substances stick to the sides of your arteries, just like a plugged up drain, leading to a heart attack or a stroke. Now, experts know that bacteria from the mouth can enter the bloodstream through the gums. This same bacteria has been found in deposits that are clogging the arteries. There's no doubt that there is a connection here, but currently there's numerous studies being conducted to know the exact relationship. It is believed that the body's own mechanism for defense, inflammation, may be the cause. When these bad bacteria enter the bloodstream, it causes our blood cells to swell, narrowing the artery and allowing plaque to build up on the walls. Like hand washing, toothbrushing has been found to be effective in fighting off those chest colds and other nasty respiratory infections. Regular and effective toothbrushing is an important part of preventing colds and even pneumonia. This discovery was made in a hospital. Patients that stayed for a lengthy period of time are usually at higher risk for pneumonia, an illness that causes inflammation in the lungs. It was found that patients who had their teeth brushed at a minimum of 3 times a day significantly decreased their risk of developing pneumonia. Now, even those patients who were not conscious had their risk reduced up to 50%. These percentages were tested in patients who are already immune deficient. So can you imagine the decreased percentage of those who are actually healthy? Think about those patients or parents who have a child that seems to get a lot of colds or suffers from a flu he or she gets and suffers throughout the season. The efficiency of their toothbrushing may be that extra step needed to halt those nasty colds. For many years, we have heard how smoking and alcohol use can contribute to mothers having premature or low birth weight children. Now, current research shows that the lack of toothbrushing and the development of gum disease is a new risk factor. Unsurmountable evidence shows that pregnant women who have periodontal disease induces labor. That the continuing data stresses that women whose gum disease worsens during pregnancy even have a higher risk of a premature baby. We have to keep in mind that when we have periodontal disease, that the number of bacteria can increase as much as 10,000 times the original population. The bacteria enters the bloodstream and can have adverse long-term effects on the infant's development. Low birth weight children are at higher risk for neurodevelopment, respiratory, behavioral, learning, and cardiovascular, not to mention metabolic problems. Let's not to forget that any complicated pregnancy also imposes a risk factor on the mother. The plethora of physical, monetary, and emotional strife can all be prevented with the simple habit of brushing and flossing regularly. Now, the association of diabetes and periodontal disease is well documented. Diabetes manifests orally and is recognized by the U.S. Disease Control and Prevention as the 4th leading cause of death in America. As diabetic patients have a compromised ability to respond to infections, they are at higher risk for periodontal disease. What's more difficult for diabetics is to stabilize their blood glucose levels. For those reasons, good daily oral hygiene and early detection of gum disease are essential for a diabetic patient. So as we can see, oral health means more than just healthy teeth. A thorough oral examination can detect signs of nutritional deficiencies, as well as an array of systemic diseases. So remember, it doesn't matter how fit and slim you are, you can increase of getting a disease if you don't brush and floss regularly. Thank you.